What's good, everybody? Welcome into the Early Edge, your daily sports betting show of record. I, of course, am the coach. We are still live just outside of Chicago in Hammond, Indiana. We'll be on CBS Sports HQ. Today, a little bit of weather, so we brought it inside for now. But we're coming off an incredible weekend in the NFL. We're also the most transparent sports betting show that you can watch, period. Now, here is our full recap from our sides, our totals, our props, and there's a whole bunch of green check marks. Some highlights. Prop stars, Alex, he's in a world of his own. Perfect from our shows. 5-0 from our prop spectacular on Friday. RJ White, just a little 6-2. And my man, the maestro, just a ho-hum 4-2 as well. I talk about transparency. Jeweler, fire up the next full screen, please, because we're going to show you every single Monday just exactly where our cappers are, all their plays, the money. These are all based off of $100 plays, and you can see every single name is there, so you never have to ask, Coach, what are your guys doing? What are your ladies doing? Because we always want to be upfront because we're changing the game. Speaking of changing the game, let's bring in the stars of the show. They're chomping at the bit because they've been locked and loaded. Allie, Bama, so much football over the weekend. Good morning, my dear.
Yeah, good morning. While everyone else was watching football, I went 4-0 in MLB yesterday, so pretty happy about that.
What? You did what yesterday?
4-0 in MLB.
This is a true story. True story, Allie. I was in the casino yesterday at Caesars Sportsbook. Some guy comes up and goes, "Did you see Allie's picks yesterday or today?" I said, "No." He goes, 4-0. You're worldwide, even in Indiana. I cannot believe it. So you sit tight. You just, look what the jeweler has ready. Look at you. Check mark, check mark, check mark, check mark. Somebody get the fire extinguisher. Zack Attack. I don't know if I'd want to follow Allie today.
Spectacular job yesterday, Allie. Congratulations. I went 3-2 yesterday on my circa picks. I was really mad about the Seahawks. I was hoping to go 4-1 like I did in week 1. But really today, fantasy football, I'm about to go 0-2. I need 8 points from Aaron Jones. Don't let me down. I've been in this scenario before, Coach. A couple of years ago, Le'Veon Bell. Oh, my goodness. He didn't get it done. He got like 6 points fumbled the ball inside the 10. I forgot which matchup that was. But I need Aaron Jones today, please. I need to go to 1-1.
All right, we're going to put the prayers up for Aaron Jones to do something tonight. Such a great player. Maestro, speaking of circa, you're having an incredible run, but sometimes the plays you give out aren't necessarily the ones that always hit in the big events, but you're red hot.
It was a really good week, too. I just wish the Chiefs could have ended it the right way. But I just want to point out something. Alex 5-0 on the show, SportsLine, that he went 5-0. Those are not the same picks. And so now he's 9-1 on that.
Well, the NFL, you have to be dialed in every single week. There's 7 teams left that are undefeated, but what we care about are teams that are undefeated ATS. Only 5 that are left: Denver, Vegas, Houston, Dallas, and Carolina. Houston and Carolina meet this week, so we know another team's going to be 3-0, but it's something to monitor, and it's going to continue all season long, ups and downs on these teams, ATS, obviously.
Yeah,
go ahead, Larry.
No. I was just going to say, how everyone coming into the season was talking about home field being a much bigger deal with the fans coming back. Well, home teams are under 500 straight up so far. The underdogs continue to cash. Those are 21-10, but road dogs, which the Lions are tonight. I know not a lot of people are on the Lions here, but road dogs 13-4 against the spread so far this season.
Whenever you get above that 10 number, that double-digit number, you really have a lot of pause. We saw it yesterday with the Houston Texans. They were able to cover despite losing Tyrod Taylor in the middle part of the game, still able to stay within that 14. So we're going to dissect that entire Packers-Lions game later tonight. Don't forget, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Early Edge Live. AB will be sitting in for me tonight. And they'll break down the game from every single angle, give you the best bets, give you the props, everything you could possibly want from Monday Night Football. Let's get into our plays for the day. And, of course, Martin Green has been on fire. And if you're not a member of SportsLine yet, use that promo code EDGE. There has never been a more important time to use it right now. 30 days for free, and then you're off and running with us. Speaking of Martin Green, we got one play today, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to go Barcelona and Granada. Granada's defense, they're very shaky right now. Lost 4-0 to Barcelona in their other meeting last season. So we're going to go 3 different bets. Barcelona, double result. Now, I don't believe we've ever given this out on the show before. What this is, to bring the number down, because they're so heavily favored, Barcelona has to win the first half and win the game. So it could be like 1-0 and then win 1-0 in the second half. So anything like that, but it's a double result. Then we're going to go over 2.5 goals, minus 105. And then that's Barcelona over 2.5 goals. And then Memphis to pay to score, minus 125. Bottom line, Martin Green thinks Barcelona is going to score, and score some more. All right, now, I just mentioned she was 4-0. Just rocking baseball right now as we get set for the end of the regular season and into the playoffs. We got to be laser focused. And I know that my girl, Allie is ready to go. Allie, the floor is yours.
All right, so for today, I have the Orioles, Phillies, the first 5 under 4.5 runs, and that's going to be at minus 115 right now. Means' last 5 starts have gone under. He's really only had a couple bad games. It kind of seems like what he does, he'll pitch fairly well and then give up a run or two, but it'll be really deep into the game. So I don't think that should affect the first 5 unless he has a really bad day today. And then Suarez, the last 5, 2 and 3 for the over under, but he's actually not been the cause of that. It's usually been their bullpen or the other teams are just racking up runs. But he's only allowed 2 runs maximum probably in his last few starts. So I don't think that today that'll be much of a problem unless one of them has a career worst day.
I love this play, Allie, because last night the Phillies were involved in a very emotional late game with the Mets. They lost 3-2. And right now, every single game is important. I think they're going to have a little bit of a letdown, a slow start, which plays right into what you are talking about. Love that pick today from you. All right, Zack Attack. I know you're looking at a couple of props Monday Night Football. Now, I mentioned all the props we hit over the weekend. Can you close it strong for us tonight? What do you got?
I'm going with the Green Bay Packers. A couple players today. Devontae Adams, key player. A lot of people are going to be on him. I think it's the right spot to do it. Over 85.5 yards. You go back to last week, the Packers only had 2 drives over 13 yards, and Adams was a part of them. He had the 31-yard catch before the halftime. And then post-halftime, they had another nice drive that ended with an interception, but Adams had a nice catch, drew a flag. So he's going to be heavily involved. And we know that Aaron Rodgers and Adams have that uncanny chemistry. I think that's going to show today against the Detroit Lions. And then Aaron Jones, I mentioned him. I need him in fantasy. I think he's going to have a bounce back game. Over 87.5 rushing and receiving yards. You go back to last year, week 2 against the Lions. He had one of his best games, 160 yards rushing, over 60 yards receiving, and 3 touchdowns. And then in the end of the season, week 19, he had over 100 yards rushing and over 40 yards receiving. He had 49 catches last year. I think that's going to be more of his role this year because they're working in A.J. Dillon in the backfield. So I like that combination so we can get over this prop because he's going to have a few catches out of the backfield.
Zach, I really believe that the Packers are going to be angry tonight. I think they're all going to want to show the entire national TV audience that they're not the same team and the same players that lost 38-3 a week ago. So I'm all over these 2 plays. Of course, I'm going to tell you, you're my guy. Now, whenever he's on the show, he's always our anchor. He's our heartbeat. But also, he always tells us that on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. Eastern time, our mega preview of that week's NFL may be too late sometimes for certain lines. So we got to look futures on a Monday. Maestro, talk to me.
Yeah, these numbers are already moving since they were out last night. I'm going to just keep fading the Jaguars for the time being. It worked yesterday with the Broncos, even though there were 10 penalties called against the Broncos for over 100 yards and a few obvious defensive flags on the Jaguars that were not called. They were grabbing in the secondary, but the Broncos still got it done. I mean, this Jaguars team, they had 100 yards of offense after that first drive. They caught the Broncos napping on that first drive, marched down for a touchdown, did nothing the rest of the day, still had a special teams touchdown and still didn't cover. The defense is really, I think, going to fall apart next week against the Cardinals. They've been on the field so far for 78 minutes, and C.J. Henderson, drafted number 9 overall last year, one of their important corners, he went out of the game. The backup immediately gave up a bomb to Cortland Sutton. I'm not sure of Henderson's status for this week with the hip injury, but if he can't play, that really bodes ill against Arizona. So I'm already seeing 7.5. I laid 7 with the Cardinals.
Isn't it amazing how just one missed kick can change your perception and how you feel or how a team feels about themselves? Isn't that right, Larry?
Yeah, they're right. The kicker used to be automatic and missed 2 yesterday. And Urban is already saying, "Don't give up on us." Trevor Lawrence already has 5 interceptions. It's actually a bad spot. Sorry to ramble on. It's a bad spot for the Cardinals when you look at their upcoming schedule. They've got some really big games on deck, but I just think the chance to get 3-0. I just think this Jaguars defense not going to have a fun day against Kyler Murray.
Yeah, the Cardinals have sailed over 30 points on their own side the first 2 weeks, 38 last week and then yesterday. What an exciting game that was with Minnesota. It really was a lot of fun. By the way, you mentioned the Denver Broncos just for educational purposes. They are now in first place in the AFC West. And I was wearing this around last night, as I always do. And, of course, everybody felt the need to come up and tease me. And I said, listen, you don't want to tease your boy about a late second bad decision by Andy Reid. So I just came to my room and I just settled down and I was okay. But Teddy Bridgewater, 23-3 on the road as a starter, best in the NFL. Why would we not fade him? Maestro, you were all over the Broncos yesterday. All right, we're up against it. Grab your paper, grab your pencil. Here we go on a Monday, week 2 climaxes tonight. Alabama, she's on the Orioles-Phillies first 5 under 4.5 minus 115 today. Then Zack attacked a couple props from Monday Night Football. Devontae Adams over 85.5 receiving yards and Aaron Jones over combined 87.5 rushing yards and receiving yards. And the Maestro, one future. When we tell you all the time, we're going to keep pounding it into your head just like you should be pounding the like button right now. Get the number in when we give it to you because it always moves. All of my cappers move the market. We're going to go Cardinals minus the 7. Then from SportsLine, Martin Green on the pitch today. We've got Barcelona double result. Again, they have to win the first half, 1-0, 2-0, and then win the game. That brings it down to a very nice minus 128. And then Barcelona over 2.5 goals, minus 105. Just a half unit there because they have to score 3 on their own. And then Memphis Depay to score minus 125. That also is just a half a unit. Very difficult when you're doing particular guys to score in soccer, so bring that unit size down just a little bit. Maestro, you're laughing over there. What are you laughing at right now?
I'm just enjoying the comments. I just love reading the comments, our followers, and I'm getting some great info, and I'm actually feeling very jealous of a guy who laid 6 with the Cardinals earlier on the look-ahead line, so congrats to you, sir.
I don't like it when you feel jealous, Larry. I don't want you to feel jealous. I really don't. I really don't. All right, grab your paper, grab your pencil here. Oh, whoop, whoop, I'm ahead of the line. Yeah, there you go. Das Steve 003. All right, grab your paper, grab your pencil. Here is our recap, and we actually just did the recap. See, you threw me off, Larry. You threw me off. All right, now, there's only one thing left to do. And I'm telling you, after everybody that came up to me here in Indiana at Caesar Sportsbook, I can't tell you how important these trips are for me and my entire team to get out and meet everybody because this community we're building, man, there's a lot of good people out here. And they always follow your marching orders. You got to take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. For Alabama, for Zack Attack, for the Maestro and the Jeweler, I tell you what, the Jeweler, give him a lot of credit. This man is working nonstop, the numbers, the recaps, and everything. He doesn't get enough credit. I want to do that today. Jeweler is our number one guy, and he puts it all together here at the brand. I will be on CBS Sports HQ all day getting you ready for Monday Night Football. And again, our live early edge show tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern time. That's going to do it. Remember, tell your friends, the only place to come for all your sports betting needs. We like to call it the early edge. Good luck.
Do you want best bets in your feed every single day? All you have to do is hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all things Early Edge.